Okay, what do you think of the Mozilla CEO having to step down over his donation to pro-Proposition 8 group? Yeah, the Mozilla, which I'm wearing right now, by the way. I didn't know what Mozilla was. I saw it on my computer, but it's Firefox, right? It's the browser. Okay.
It's an STD.
So this guy apparently does not want gay people to get married, and he had to step down. What do you think of that? The question is.
I guess he gave $1,000 8 years ago, and it's come back to haunt him.
Well, and he gave it when President Obama still was against gay marriage, so I don't think it's very fair.
Good point. Also, I think there is a gay mafia. I think if you cross them, you do get whacked.
All right, that's Bill Maher, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, and joining us now to talk about this whole resignation of Mozilla CEO Brendan Eich is our friend Wayne Besen, the founder of Truth Wins Out, gay activist, and also radio talk show host starting this month. Hey, Wayne, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. My pleasure to always have you on the show. All right. So, you know, I got to tell you what Bill Maher said about there being a gay mafia. I don't know specifically what he meant, but I will tell you this.
Steve, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is that your gay Marlon Brando?
No, it's my Godfather impression. Yeah. Maybe I need to work on it a bit.
Maybe a little bit. All right. So what? I mean, look. Do you think that it was right that the CEO of a company was forced to lose his job because 6 years ago he gave a check in support of a proposition which passed, which at the time, as the Forbes contributor alluded to in that bite, the President of the United States was in agreement with that proposition? The former President Clinton had signed into law a Defense of Marriage Act, which was consistent with that proposition. You think that because of what he did 6 years ago, something which was perfectly legal and part of the American way, he should lose his job?
I think the marketplace spoke. The software developers didn't want to develop software for this guy. The employees were uncomfortable working with someone who held such backward views. And there were companies such as OkCupid that didn't want their product accessed by Firefox. The market spoke up, and it just wasn't a good fit. They saw this man as the face of a company, not just an ordinary employee, and they didn't like the face they saw. They didn't like the fact he gave to Pat Buchanan, who's an anti-Semite and a racist. They were uncomfortable with it, and I think that's what happened. They ran him out, not gay rights groups. That's being misreported.
Well, I don't know where you get that Pat Buchanan is an anti-Semite and a racist. If he was an anti-Semite, he wouldn't be a regular guest on my show. A, I wouldn't have him, and B, I don't think he would come on because he knows I'm Jewish. So what purpose could he want to come on and talk with me and be friendly with me? But the racist claim, I'm not even going to give you an opportunity to make accusations because he's not here. You want to come on with Pat Buchanan one day if he agrees to? I'd love to have you set you up and you could argue away with him. But I'm going to stick up for Pat Buchanan here in his absence. That's outrageous. I don't want to talk about that now. I want to talk about this. You say the marketplace spoke up. You know that the radical gay movement has a nice little game going here. I've been victimized by not that group, but others who claim to be and claim to represent thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people. And if you don't discipline this one or fire that one, we're going to march outside your studios. We're going to boycott. We're going to picket. And it's about 3 people that make a living out of writing letters and sending emails under different names and making it look like they have some power. But you know that the public is outraged over this. And if the public had it within them to somehow organize, they would put Mozilla out of business for what they did. You're just lucky, and the people who agree with you and the people who forced this resignation are lucky that they know how to organize because they could do it full time. That's their job, and write letters and all that kind of stuff. And the masses of people who are outraged by this don't. Otherwise, it would be the exact opposite, and you know it.
Oh, I think you've got it backward. The masses aren't on your side. The masses don't want to see homophobia. The masses don't.
How is it homophobe? Wait. Was President Barack Obama a homophobe?
Yes.
He was a homophobe. Okay. At least you're consistent.
Well, I am consistent. I opposed the fact that he didn't support marriage. I supported him over McCain and Romney because he was a better candidate, and that's politics. Something you don't get everything you want. You have to go with who's best for you. So, yeah, when he wasn't supporting my right to marry, that was homophobic. I'm glad he's come around. I wish that Ike would have evolve and should have held backward positions that are offensive. Not only did it's one thing to oppose, but to actually give money to take people's rights away is despicable.
It wasn't taking anybody's rights away.
The silent majority believes it's despicable to discriminate.
Hey, you know what? I got to tell you, if there was a Prop 8 coming up again, I would send a check. Would you then try to get me fired?
If you were to run Mozilla, I would certainly wouldn't feel comfortable working for you.
You know what that is? That is, I don't want to say what that is not what America is built on, my friend. Everybody has a right to an opinion. And I got to tell you, every state, with maybe one exception, where it's come to a vote, the homophobic people have voted to keep marriage traditional. You know it's judges that have overturned these decisions by the people time and time again, including in California with Prop 8, where, by the way, I guess blacks are the biggest bunch of homophobes in California, because by greater percentages in an ethnicity, blacks voted in favor of that than any other ethnicity. Ooh, homophobic blacks.
First of all, you're wrong.
No, I am not wrong, sir.
The voters of Washington State, Maine, and Maryland all voted in favor.
All right,
of marriage equality.
Couple.
Okay, so the tide has turned. We haven't lost in a while, whether it be in court or the voters. So in every single poll, has showed the vast majority of people now support marriage equality. It's ridiculously overwhelming. Over 75% of people 18 to 30 years old. This issue's finished in terms of
Really? Well, that's
opinion.
what you think. It's finished.
Well,
now let me.
You said America was built on keeping people like Eich, but then you said
I said this isn't America, sir. He has every stinking right to send a check to promote a proposition that's on a ballot. How dare you?
For what? To take away my right and the right of millions of people.
You never had the right. He was taking away nothing.
There is a basic right to marriage. The courts are holding this. People know this. You're wrong, and that's why you're losing in public
He never
opinion.
had the right. You never had the right in California when that proposition was on there. So he was voting to take away nothing from you. Now, why do you react to Andrew Sullivan, who is against what you and the not you, but the radical gay left activist did to Brendan Eich? He said, will he now be forced to walk through the streets in shame? Why not the stocks? The whole episode disgusts me, as it should disgust anyone interested in a tolerant and diverse society. Is Andrew Sullivan a homophobe, Wayne?
No, he's just terribly misguided, as he often is. I mean, Andrew Sullivan says some great things, and that I support, but he also writes a lot that I don't support. He's just simply wrong.
Well, get him fired. Get him fired, Wayne. Why should you have anybody who says things you don't like? Get them fired.
Why would I have him fired for his opinion? He's entitled to his opinion. He's not
that's exactly what you wanted with Eich.
Andrew Sullivan is in favor of marriage equality. He's not sending donations that strip an entire group of people of their most basic rights, which includes the right to marry.
Really? You think marriage is the most basic right for any? Hey, let me ask you a question.
Absolutely.
Should 3 people get married?
No, 3 people shouldn't be able to get married.
Wait a minute. Who are you to say that?
Well, you can take that up with people inside, but everybody's got the right to marry the person they love.
Oh, well, what if you love? Wait a minute. What if you love 2 people? What if 3 people love each other? Who are you to deny them, sir?
Well, if the conservative movement wants to take those issues up, they're welcome to it.
Sonia Sotomayor brought that up, and she's far from a conservative. She said, where does it end? Where do you draw the line?
Well, this is where you draw the line.
Is she a homophobe?
Particular issue. This is where you draw the line. With each particular issue that comes up, you consider it. All these issues have come up, and people will look at it and weigh it and debate it.
I am frankly shocked. I am frankly shocked.
It's crazy because that's not how it works
I
in
am
America.
frankly shocked, and I hope that one day marriage of 3 or more people doesn't come up on the ballot, and you wind up sending a check against it, because you might wind up, my friend, one day having to answer and losing your job for sending a check in support against a proposition or in support of deny 3 loving people the opportunity to marry. I am shocked, Wayne, quite frankly. Wayne Besen, the founder of Truth Wins Out. Thank you, my friend. We'll speak to you soon. And check out his future radio talk show, Wayne Besen. On the Steve Malzberg Show, we're coming back with Gimme 5. Don't miss it.